Live from Palmasola Park in Bradenton, Florida, the Florida Gulf Coast League playoff quarterfinals are here. The 1-seeded Bradenton Slice take on the 9-seeded Siesta Key Phinz. Starting pitcher for the Slice in the circle, Amelia Jacob, all warmed up, facing the Phinz batting order. Leading things off, Emma Mansfield at short, hitting second, Lily Palco, the second baseman. Tyler Charlton plays right, hits third, batting cleanup, Avery Miller at first. Hitting fifth, Brooke Bennett, the catcher. In the sixth spot, Morgan Foster in center. Batting seventh, Lily Solis in left. Hitting eighth, Katie Hershey, the DP. McKenna Belair plays third base and bats ninth. In the flex for the Phinz, Taylor Daniel, their starting pitcher. Jacob in the circle. All-star right-hander. Dispenses a strike on the outer edge. Comes in at 9:30 on the dot. We're on time for this quarterfinal duel. Here's the 0-1. This one batted up the middle. Good start for the Phinz. And Siesta Key hoping to build on the momentum that they created yesterday with a 9-3 win in the playoff second round against the Sarasota Loggerheads. Here is Lily Palco, the second baseman. She bats this high above the shortstop's head, and the catch is made. Let's set the defense for Bradenton. The outfield left to right. Molly Daly, Jordana King, Callie Chapman playing third base is Brantley Wortham. The shortstop is Allie Serrett. The second baseman, Ariel Kruger. First base is Adriana Martinez. Catching for the Slice, Aspen King, as Tyler Charlton, the right fielder transferring to Missouri, is up. She takes ball one. The throw is off the mark, and it's a stolen base. Let's go over the pitching stats for Jacob. Excellent this summer. 12 games played, 31 innings pitched. As it's ball two to Charlton. A 4-0 record, 1.81 ERA. It's allowed just 8 earned runs off of 24 hits, 10 walks, 22 strikeouts. 2-0 pitch. And 3 balls, no strikes now to Charlton. She just concluded her time at Georgia this past spring, where over 2 seasons really could never crack into the batting order consistently. So she is transferring to Missouri. Program just 2 years removed from a super regional appearance, but have struggled these last 2 seasons. As Charlton takes a big swing there, and the count's full. Payoff pitch. Charlton flies it high to right. Look at that opposite way power, and it leaves the yard. Wow. A 2-run backside bomb by Taya Charlton. That ball just carried. Hit it the opposite way. And the Phinz strike first. Here's Avery Miller, the cleanup hitter. Nothing to clean up after that swing. Fifth home run of the summer for Charlton. She can really swing the bat. This ball is lifted high to center. That pushes King back, but she makes the catch on the fence. Now it's Brooke Bennett, the catcher. So Amelia Jacob, the slice ace, trying to settle in after giving up that big home run by Charlton. That was really something. Not much clean contact going the opposite direction, but so much power in her possession. The All-Star Miller takes upstairs. Ball 3 inside. The Slice, the best team in the FGCL regular season, went 14-2. Got a double bye, so they're well rested coming into this one. But it is the Phinz who had to play yesterday with a quick turnaround today, who come out swinging. We'll see how the Slice batted in order can respond in the home half. That'll have to wait, as the Phinz offense is not done yet. It's a 2-out walk to Brooke Bennett. That brings up Morgan Foster, the center fielder. It's the 11th walk this summer for Jacob. An uncharacteristic start for one of the best pitchers in the FGCL. The 0-1. That one is fouled back into the catcher's gear. Foster, a 300 hitter this summer, playoffs and regular season combined. She is 12 for 40. 3 doubles, a triple. She has been pretty good. The McNeese State Cowgirl. She swings, flies it down the third base line. The left fielder gives chase, but Daly can't get there. It falls in foul grounds, and it's still 1-2. The inning started with an Emma Mansfield base hit up the middle. She stole second, then a pop out for Lily Palco, and Tat Charlton an opposite way home run to make it 2-0 Phinz. Since then, a flyout and a walk. And this ball golfed high to center. King underneath makes the catch to retire the side, but the Phinz score first here in this one. In the top of the first, they score 2 runs off of 2 hits. Leave another on as we go to the bottom of the first inning. Bottom of the first, Taylor Daniel, the Kennesaw State pitcher, all warmed up. She's facing off against the Bradenton order. Callie Chapman leads things off in right field, batting second, the third baseman Brantley Wortham. Hitting third, Anna Gore, the DP. Batting cleanup, Ariel Kruger at second. Hitting fifth, Jordana King in center. In the sixth hole, Molly Daly in left. Batting seventh, Adriana Martinez at first base. In the eighth spot, Aspen King, the catcher. And rounding out the order for the Slice, who bat nine, Allie Serrett, the shortstop. Amelia Jacob in the flex. She allowed 2 runs in the top half off of the Tyler Charlton 2-run home run. First pitch is a ball to Chapman. Daniel, so far this summer, 14 games played, 44 and an third inning pitched. A 4-4 record, a 7.42 earned run average. That is 47 earned runs off of 83 hits, 10 walks, and 9 strikeouts. This is a Phinz team that has been heavily dependent on their offense. This ball clubbed down the right field line, base hit. Charlton is there quickly. It is just a single for Chapman, but both teams with leadoff base hits to start this game. I say that as the Phinz 7.04 team ERA, that's second to last in the Florida Gulf Coast League. Only the Skeeters were lower. They're now eliminated. That said, the Phinz, middle of the pack team in the FGCL for much of this summer, so they were doing something right, and it was their offense. A lot of high-scoring affairs for them. Here is Brantley Wortham, the third baseman. One of the 3 Slice All-Stars, the others being A.D. Martinez and Amelia Jacob, the pitcher. That pitch is a ball. These teams played on Tuesday. It was a run rule win for the Slice. Final score 17-6. It ended in 6 innings. Slice have had a lot of games like that this summer. I mean, they've won 14 of the 16 they've played. That said, single elimination from here. Record doesn't matter at this point. Only determines who is the home team in these games. Slice of that luxury. It'll be the home team for as far as they go. Three one from Daniel. It's a strike. Oh, Wortham spoils a pitch. She has been brilliant this summer, hitting .474 with 4 home runs, 13 RBIs, a couple doubles. This is a real high-octane Slice offense, hitting .329 as a team, 24 home runs. As that one launched into right field, it's foul territory. Charlton can't track it down. The most home runs in the FGCL. Two other teams have 20. Loggerheads and the Skeeters both hit 21, but it's the Slice, the well-rounded team, and they have first and second after 2 singles to start the game. Also, the tying run is on in the first inning as Anna Gore is up. Gore looks at a strike. Throw back to second. Won't get the runner out. This is a fun matchup. Saw it on Tuesday. These two at Kennesaw State last 2 years together. Now Gore's transferring to Jacksonville State in conference, but must imagine they know some things about each other's game preferences. Kennesaw State has really emerged as a prominent athletic program. Just made the transition to FBS in the last couple of years in football, as that one is out to center field, falls for a base hit. And the bases are loaded now for the slice. And that one is just off. And a run comes in. Just a poor defensive play, and it is 2-1. So single has them go station to station, then the error has them get on it again. So meeting in the circle for the Phinz. Trying to settle down their starting pitcher, Taylor Daniel. Well, I mentioned they've had pitching struggles at times this season. Have allowed a lot of runs to come in. Yesterday they were really good at holding off that high-powered Loggerheads offense, limiting them to just 3. As that pitch is ball 1 to Ariel Kruger, the second baseman from Duke University. Next pitch. This one batted to the second baseman. Runners get back quickly. It is the first out of the bottom of the first inning. Jordana King, center fielder from Stanford. She sends this to center. That is caught by the center fielder, and it's out of the catcher's control. So both advance, and we're tied up. A line drive sacrifice fly. And time taken by Kyle Gross, the head coach. And it looked like Gross was just trying to confirm that they got that out. in center field, which they did. So it is a sacrifice for King. She's out. Score's Wortham. And we're tied. First pitch is ball one to Molly Daly. Daly, a 277 hitter this summer, has brought in 3 runs. Out of Arizona in the Big 12 Conference. Daly clubs this on the ground to the shortstop. Mansfield eats it up, throws it to first base. That ends the inning. But the Slice, they score 2, tie the game off of 3 hits, an error, and they leave another on. We go to the second, even at a couple. Brand new ball game in the second inning. Both teams scored 2 in the first. Amelia Jacob returns to the circle. Got the run support to tie it up. She faces Lily Solis, Katie Hershey, and McKenna Belair. First pitch is a strike. Given out by Jacob. Here comes the 0-1. Solis is safe at first. Here's Katie Hershey out of the University of Kentucky. And she's plunked. And the first 2 are on for the Phinz in the bottom of the second. The Slice starting pitcher, a little uncharacteristic in this one. Kenna Belair swings and fouls it down. Belair out of Ole Miss, previously at Florida. She shows bunt, rolls it down the first base line. It's a beauty, and the bases are loaded. Belair, a perfectly placed bunt. And the bases are loaded for the top of the order, Emma Mansfield, who singled and scored her only other time up. She returns with the bases full of Phinz and nobody out. She hits this high down the right field line. And the catch is made and foul grounds by Chapman, coming in to score on the sacrifice fly is Solis, and the Phinz are back in front. They went station to station. Here's Lily Palco, the second baseman. And they're going to review it. After review, there's not enough evidence to overturn the call. It stands. Sac fly. First out of the inning. 3-2 Phinz. Here's Lily Palco, the second baseman. This ball launched high into left field, Daly underneath. That won't be enough for a sacrifice. It is the second out. It brings up Taya Charlton. Not who you want to face when there are runners on base. We saw it in the first. She hit a 2-run home run the opposite direction. The pitch to the Mizzou Tiger. Charlton swings and fouls it off. Amelia Jacob trying to limit the scoring to 1 in the second. Charlton rolls that foul down the third baseline. Amelia Jacob trying to work out of this trouble. 2-2. Charlton fists this to center and it falls. That scores Hershey. It's bobbled by King. And in comes Belair. And now Charlton gets over to second. It was an awkward bloop single to center. And just some mistakes by the defense allowed Charlton to get over to second. 5-2 our score, and Charlton is 2 for 2. Now with 4 runs batted in. As the pitch is a ball to Avery Miller. And Charlton goes to second, catches the Slice defense snoozing. The Phinz have the momentum. They're the more energetic team right now. Not even close. As this ball is drilled high to left center, King makes the catch, and that ends the inning. But the Phinz score 3 runs thanks to 3 hits, a hit by pitch, no errors. They leave another on at third. We're through 1.5, 5-2, Siesta Key. Bottom of the second, 5-2, Siesta Key. Adriana Martinez, the first baseman, to the plate for the first time. AD, the all-star. She faces Taylor Daniel and takes ball 1. Martinez, 385 hitter this summer, 2 home runs, 3 doubles, 13 RBI. She crushes this one to center. Foster underneath, backs up, makes the catch. Never set the defense for the Phinz. The outfield left to right, Lily Solis, Morgan Foster, and Taya Charlton. The third baseman is McKenna Belair. Shortstop, Emma Mansfield. Second base is Lily Palco. First base is Avery Miller, and catching Brooke Bennett. And that brings up Aspen King. King last 2 seasons at Winthrop University. According to her Twitter account, has not transferred anywhere yet. But is in the portal. King swings, drives it the other way. It's in the right field corner, bounces into the glove of Charlton. It is a single. 4th hit of the game for the Slice, and it has been mostly offense in this one. Brings up Allie Sarrett, and Brittany Purser will bring in a courtesy runner. Chloe Kramer, the courtesy runner. This ball is popped down the third base line on a bunt, and it's away from the first baseman, and the runners will advance. I think she would have been safe regardless. Bunt single for Sarrett, and she advances on the throwing error by the pitcher, as does King, or Kramer, courtesy runner for King. And it's Callie Chapman who singled and scored on an error in the first. She belts this high to Charlton and right. This will not score a run. Look at that throw. Charlton could never break into the loaded Georgia Bulldogs batting order. It's a team that's made the Supers in the last 4 seasons. But with the way she's been playing this summer, you just have to expect that she will be a great bat who will be consistently in the order for Missouri. As Brantley Wortham takes ball 1, the winner of the People's Choice Award. Honored her high character, and also, well, she's also a pretty good player, too. Good combination. Someone you'd want on your team for sure. And it's a walk, and the bases are full for Anna Gore, who had a base hit her only time up. Ball 1 gets away from the catcher, and that scores. And another's coming in, and this is close. Oh, she's safe. 1-run game. Another Phinz defensive mistake. Here's the pitch. This one swung on, driven down the left field line, curls foul. So the scoring for that one, King scores on a passed ball. Well, all three advanced on the passed ball. And then an error by the pitcher scores Serrett and advances Wortham to third. Pitch to Gore. That is a strike. It is 1-2 the count. The 2-2 pitch. And Gore watches ball three. It's ball four. Runners on the corners in the bottom of the second. Second straight walk. Brings up Ariel Kruger, and it's the home run derby champion. Hit 14 home runs in 20 swings. She can clobber a softball. This one poked through the 5-6 hole, base hit, ties the game. This game has been all offense. Now Jordana King, the 8th batter of the inning. The sacrifice fly, her only time up. She cracks one foul. Strike two. Soft hit ground ball to the second baseman. Slow toss. And she's safe. Bases are full for Molly Daly. Strike on the outside part. This ball grounded to Belair, and the shortstop loses it. This will score two, and the Slice lead it 7-5. Belair couldn't get it. Mansfield couldn't get it. And 2 runs are in. A 5-run inning for Bradenton. It's rolled an E5. This ball rolled foul. It's A.D. Martinez who led off the inning. The flyout. This ball is above the infield, caught on the outfield grass, and it ends the inning. But 5-run score for the Slice, thanks to 4 hits, 2 errors. They leave 2 on as we go to the third. 7-5 our score. Top of the third, 7-5 our score in this FGCL quarterfinals matchup between the Phinz and the Slice. Brooke Bennett, the catcher, leads it off for the Phinz, facing a new pitcher. Jamison Noonan takes over after the Slice ace. Amelia Jacob went just 2 innings with 5 hits that scored 5 runs, all earned, walked 1, did not strike out a batter. Real out of character outing from Jacob, but that is the playoffs. Higher leverage, much more pressure. Fortunately for Jacob, her offense has been outproducing the Phinz. 7-5 our score. Although it is important to note that 3 of the runs in the second for the Slice were unearned thanks to 2 errors, a passed ball, just mistakes by Siesta Key fielding that currently has costed them the lead. But the way that their offense has been playing, they could catch up, and a ground ball down the third base line fair will certainly help. Bennett turns to second with a stand-up double to lead things off. And they'll bring in a courtesy runner. The difference, it's Catherine Hanipsiak. The difference in this, composed to the regular season, they have to be someone off the bench, and Hanipsiak is off the bench. And she's over at second now as Morgan Foster, the center fielder who flew to center, is up. No outs in the top of the third. Noonan just misses. Her pitching stats this summer in the regular season: made 11 appearances, 23 innings pitched, a 3-1 record, 4.87 ERA, 16 earned runs off 30 hits, 13 walks to 25 strikeouts. She was a positive force in the circle for the slice. This ball lifted to shallow left, dives down for a base hit, and over to third. The play is close, but she's in safe. Hanipsiak safe at third. Foster got to second on the throw. 2 in scoring position. The 2 tying runs in scoring position for the Phinz as Lily Solis is up. And that's why you bring in that courtesy runner. First pitch is a strike to Solis, who singled and scored in the second. And Kyle Gross calls timeout, lassoing in his players, trying to talk strategy. So, Solis at the plate with Hanipsiak at third and Foster at second. Just a strike to Solis. This one down the third baseline, fair. Hanipsiak scores. Foster in 2. We're tied once more. We have an utter shootout in this quarterfinals game. These teams going blow for blow. And Katie Hershey, who was hit by the pitch and scored in the second, is up. This one rolled foul. Hershey pulls that foul. From Kentucky, Wildcats over in John Kropp Stadium, the site of this year's SEC tournament. Southeastern Conference is moving away from the host schools for that. Next year they're moving it to Madison, Alabama. Baseball field where the Rocket City Trash Pandas play, one of the best minor league baseball team names, but that's where The SEC Conference Tournament will be played. The 1-2 to Hershey. She pops this above the infield. Everyone wants it. It's the shortstop, Sarrett, who calls off the Dogs. One out in the top of the third. Here's McKenna Belair, third baseman. Hit a super high quality bunt single in the second. Ultimately came around to score. Belair skies this one to straightaway center, and it's caught just past the trim by the second baseman, Kruger. 2 gone in the third inning. Brings up Emma Mansfield. Singled, stole a base, scored in the first. Hit a sacrifice fly to right in the second. Runner takes off, and she's in. Solis to second. That one clobbered down the left field line, and it's a home run. Phinz on top, 9-7. Emma Mansfield, a long ball to left. She's up to 3 runs batted in. What an offensive showcase on this Friday morning. A 4-run inning for the Phinz. Third lead change already. This one clubbed up to center. Halco flies out, and the inning is over, but the Phinz respond again. 4 runs off of 4 hits, including a home run by Emma Mansfield. We go to the bottom of the third, 9-7. Bottom of the third inning, and the Phinz turn to the bullpen. So both starters only go 2. Giovanna Lynch replaces Taylor Daniel, GG, previously of Illinois Chicago, facing off against Aspen King. Pitching line for Daniel, 2 innings, 7 hits, 7 runs, 4 are earned, walked 2, struck out none. King rolls it foul. Lynch misses low. Lynch, 27 and 2/3 innings pitched. Across 10 games this season, a 1-4 record, 8.60 ERA. That's 34 earned runs off 45 hits. 30 walks and 12 strikeouts as she gets a grounder to third, and Belair rifles it over for the first out. Ali Serrett, the shortstop. It's Ali Serrett. Got a bunt single and scored on an error. She taps this softly to the second baseman, Palco. Gets it over to Miller. Callie Chapman, the right fielder, is up. Lynch finds a strike. Lynch, according to her Twitter, still in the portal. She gives out a 2-out walk. Does not have the 1-2-3 third. Brings up Brantley Wortham, who's 1 for 1 with a walk, 2 runs. Pitch is high, runner takes off. Good throw, but she is safe. Chapman just beat the tag. 2 balls, no strikes. Wortham, the 5'2" sophomore from the state of Alabama. She sends this high to center. The center fielder comes in, makes the catch, and makes the squeeze. That ends the inning. A 2-out walk. She's left on at second. We go to the fourth, 9-7 Phinz. Brittany Purser, the head coach of the Slice, Florida Gulf Coast League Coach of the Year, will go back to the bullpen, make her second pitching change, bring Hannah Duncan in to relieve Jamison Noonan, who allowed 4 runs off 4 hits in the only inning she pitched, the third. Ty Charlton leads it off. And an excuse me swing, it's just fouled off. Hannah Duncan, 29 innings pitched in the regular season across 13 games played, a 3-1 record, 4.10 ERA, that's 17 earned runs off 30 hits, 11 walks, and 21 strikeouts. Duncan out of Southern Utah. She pitched 3 2-run innings against the Phinz on Tuesday when these teams met. And the Slice won 17-6. New catcher as well, Riley Bocchini behind the plate instead of Aspen King. She'll also bat in the 8-hole. Charlton rolls this on the ground. The shortstop can't backhand it. And the leadoff is aboard. That is a hit for Charlton. She is 3 for 3. Would have been a very impressive back pick by the shortstop, but with Charlton's speed and how long it took the shortstop to even get there, it's a hit. It's outside, ball 1 to Avery Miller, who has flied out twice to center field. Miller. This ball to the second baseman, over to first. 4-3 Grandad advances Charlton to third base. Brings Brooke Bennett to the plate, walked in the first, doubled and scored in the third. Strike called on the inside half. That ball's pulled foul. Brooke Bennett, who has one of the 10 hits so far for the Phinz. She taps that high to right, well, more than tap, swings and bats it to right. It's dropped by Chapman. That scores Charlton, and she gets all the way to second. What should have been a sacrifice fly allows Bennett to get to second. Here's Morgan Foster. Takes ball one. Three balls, two strikes to Foster. Singleton scored her last time up. She fouls a pitch. Foster redshirted last season with McNeese State in the Southland Conference. And she takes ball four. Duncan wanted that pitch. And that brings up Grace Diaz, pinch hitting. She's replacing Lily Solis, who went 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored. Swing, strike 2. This is a Phinz team that was 7-3. They're one of the best teams in the Florida Gulf Coast League. So there's a foul tip, strike 3. Then they lost their last 7 games. A total collapse. Out of the top of the standings, they were holding on to those 7 wins, enough to maintain the single bye as Katie Hershey's up. But yesterday when they faced the Loggerheads, they won 9-3. The offense produced, the pitching contained a great Loggerheads offense as the offense for the Phinz continues. Kate Hershey bats it up the middle, coming in to score, where she is out. Is the courtesy runner, Hanipsiak. Just 1 run in the top of the 4th off of 1 hit, rather 2 hits. That last one, 1 error. They leave 2 on. We're through 3.5, 10-7. Anna Gore leads things off, facing Gigi Lynch. One 0 is a strike. Two on to Gore. Swing and a ball cued to the shortstop. Mansfield throws it errantly to first. Gore turns for second, and she has 2 bases after the error by the shortstop. Pitch to Ariel Kruger. It's low, ball 1. That was the 3rd error committed by the Phinz defense, I should say. The 1-0. It's a strike on the inside half. Kruger lifts this to left center. The center fielder calls off the shortstop and left fielder, and she makes the catch. That brings Jordana King up. She singled in the 2nd. That brought in Brantley Wortham, and she had a sac fly in the 1st. King out of Stanford takes ball 1. This ball is sent to center field. Foster adjusts, makes the catch. Now it's Molly Daly, who's 0 for 3, a ground out to short and reached on an error in the 2nd. First pitch is low to Daly. Entering her sophomore season at Arizona. One of the best all-time college softball programs, so she pats that foul. Runner thought about it, but does not go. It's ball 3. Strike called. The count is full to the 6-hole hitter. And it's ball 4. 4th walk of a slice batter. first and second with 2 outs as A.D. Martinez, who's 0 for 2, comes up. Martinez, last 2 seasons at Boston College in the ACC. Martinez, hot shot, ground ball up the middle. Gore, she scores. It's first and third, and 10-8 our score. One thing to note, that run in any run that comes in this inning is unearned after the leadoff error. Here's Riley Bocchini, pinch hitter for Aspen King, the catcher, who went 1 for 2. Ball 1 to Bocchini. That ball is fouled inside of the fence. Slow hit, ground ball to the shortstop. She fumbles it, and a run comes in. Ten to 9. Allie Sarrett is up. She's 1 for 2 with a run. That pitch is a strike. And she's out at third. The inning is over. Caught stealing is Martinez. And that will take us to the 5th inning. But 2 runs score for the Slice off of a hit and 2 errors. Top of the fifth, a one-run game between the Phinz and the Slice in this playoff quarterfinal. McKenna Belair leads things off for the Phinz. She is 1 for 2 with a run. A couple changes in the field. Mia Galella now at first. Chloe Kramer now at second. If I hadn't said it already, Riley Bocchini is catching for the second straight inning. Belair skies this backwards, and it's out of play. This ball powered to straightaway center and over the wall. McKenna Belair, a home run. 11-9 Siesta Key. Third home run today for the Phinz. Their lead is back to 2. This ball is lifted high out to shallow left, and the shortstop uses 2 hands for insurance. Mansfield flies out, and that brings up Lily Palco, who's 0 for 3. Soft ground ball rolls down the third base line. Palco lifts it to shallow center. In comes King. There's Taya Charlton, 3 for 3, a home run, 4 RBIs. Slice are glad to see her with nobody on base. Charlton has another home run. A 4 for 4 day for Taya Charlton. 12-9 Phinz, up by 3. Two opposite way home runs for Taya Charlton. Brings up Avery Miller, who has power but has been limited to an 0 for 3 showing. That one is up the middle for a base hit. "14 hits now for Siesta Key." Here's Brooke Bennett, who has one of them. She holds up a swing. It's strike one, though. Towering pop fly above the infield, and the third baseman drops it. Oh, man. It's first and third on the E5. Second straight time Bennett gets on with an error. Second error committed by the Bradenton defense. Morgan Foster's up. He takes ball one. The winner of this game will play either the Squeeze or the Circus. Those two playing right now on field 2. As it is a strike. Rather, the Squeeze and the Queens. Queens beat the Circus in an upset yesterday. Sorry about that. DeSoto, as that one dies out in left. And that game for the Queens was just absurd. It was 7-0 Circus, and the Queens came back to win it 10-9. That was their second game they won yesterday after beating the Skeeters earlier in a walk-off 10-9. But right now the Queens lead at 8-4 over the Squeeze in the bottom of the 6th, as this one is grounded to the shortstop low as she makes the throw. And that ends the inning. That takes us to the bottom of the 5th. In the top half, the Phinz, 2 solo home runs by Taya Charlton and McKenna Belair.
Thank you.
Bottom of the 5th. Slice trail it 12-9. First pitch is a strike to Ali Sarid, who is at the plate in the bottom of the 4th when Mia Galella was caught stealing. Still Gigi Lynch in the circle, who came in to start the third. Has allowed a couple runs, but overall has settled things down, as both starters just didn't have it today. Amelia Jacob and Taylor Daniel. Both runs Lynch gave up in the fourth were unearned. The 1-2. That one's outside. Sarah is walked to start the bottom of the fifth inning. Callie Chapman at the dish. She singled and scored in the first, flew out to right in the second, and walked in the third. That ball is fouled back. Nothing into the count to Chapman. She's at the top of the slice order. Slow hit ground ball. And she's at 1-3. Does advance Sarah to second. And it brings Brantley Wortham up, the all-star. Singled and scored in the first, walked and scored in the second, flew out to center in the third. That one escapes the custody of the catcher. It's ball one, and the runner advances to third. Ball two inside, despite the frame attempt by Brooke Bennett. Gigi Lynch rocks and deals, and it's ball three. Lynch has walked three batters so far. And it is ball four. Four-pitch walk to Wortham. Second time she gets on board with the base on balls, and it's first and third for the Slice. And the tying run comes to the plate in the form of Anna Gore. Gore singled in the first, walked and scored in the second, reached on an error and scored in the fourth, as Kyle Gross comes out of the Siesta Key dugout talking with the entirety of the Phinz infield. It's a game that has had 3 scoring changes already. It's been all offense. The Slice scored 2 in the fourth, but haven't scored an earned run since the second. Their offense in the fourth was mostly in part due to some Phinz mistakes in the field. Trying to get it done by the bat here in the fifth. Anna Gore out of the 3-hole. Takes ball 1 as they throw back to third, and Sarah is in safe. And, well, maybe they won't need the bat as Lynch struggling to locate here. It's been the Phinz who have been hitting the home runs today. They have 4 opposed to the Slice's none. But the Slice, the best home run hitting team in the FGCL this summer. And that would be a good time for a home run. Sarah at third. Wortham at second. 3-1 the count to Anna Gore. That ball is foul. That ball's back foul. This ball popped into foul territory, and the Phinz can't track it down. It's ball 4, and the bases are loaded for the Slice. Lynch has walked the bases loaded, and Kyle Gross will turn to the bullpen. They're making a pitching change. We'll step aside. 12-9 in the bottom of the 5th. Jericho Tate takes over in the circle for the Phinz. Out of Memphis in the American. 4.43 ERA, 2-1 record, and 30 innings pitched this season. She comes into a tricky situation. Bases loaded for the slice with just one out after Gigi Lynch walked the bases full. As it is ball one to Chloe Kramer, making her first plate appearance. Came in as a defensive sub in the top half for Ariel Kruger, who went 1 for 3. And Brittany Purser kind of staying true to her rotations from the regular season, as Tate issues ball 2. The regular season, most teams will, well, every team will make a flurry of substitutions throughout the game to get everyone almost equal playing time. Teams typically in the postseason will stay to a batting order of 9 and not make subs, just play their best players or the players they think will give them the best chance to win. But for the Slice, who are 14-2, why mess with something that works? Is what Brittany's thinking. As the 3-0 pitch is a strike on the outer part. Strike 2. The count now full. Payoff to the plate. It's outside, ball 4. It forces a run home. 12-10 after the 4th walk of the inning. Now it is Jordana King. 1 for 2 with a sac fly. Slice would take a sac fly here. But Jericho Tate finds a strike. This ball lifted to left. Will this be deep enough? The catch made by Diaz, and the runners don't tag. King just underneath it. Molly Daly is up. She's 0 for 2 with a walk and a run. If the Slice only score 1 here, that might be a huge missed opportunity. And in the postseason, those are the difference between moving on and the season coming to an end. The winner of this game will play the Queens in the squeeze. The Queens lead it by 3 runs in the bottom of the 7th with 2 outs. Squeeze down to their final strike in that one. Who will face the winner of that game? It's outside. Tate lost control of that. Strike. Wow, and a stunner. The Queens did win. Knocked off the squeeze 8-5. Here comes the 2-2 to Daly. She bats that off her leg. Wortham at third, Gore at second, Kramer at first. At the 2-2 count to Molly Daly, the 6-hole hitter for the Slice. Jericho Tate trying to escape the inning, limit the score to 1. Her 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Jericho Tate gets the first strikeout of the game for Siesta Key. And at the most pivotal time to end the bottom of the 5th inning and to leave the bases loaded. Slice do score 1 and make it a 2-run game as we go to the 6th inning. Twelve to 10 the score in the top of the 6th. Brittany Purser will bring in another arm. Grace Brooks takes over, relieves Hannah Duncan, who pitched 2 frames. Lily Solis hammers this on the ground to the shortstop. Difficult play, but the shortstop gets it over. Sarah to Galella. Great play. And yes, a good stretch by Galella as well. There's Lily Solis to ground out. Katie Hershey is up. She fouls a pitch. Swinging, strike 2. Pitching line for Hannah Duncan, 2 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, a walk, and a strikeout. Brooks, the freshman from Providence. 1-2. Hershey fights a pitch off. This one over the shortstop's head, base hit for Hershey. It's a single with 1 out. Hershey becomes the 5th different Finn with multiple hits. And that is the 15th hit of the game for Siesta Key. Here's McKenna Belair, who has 2 of them. A bunt single in the second, then a home run in the fifth. Overall, she's 2 for 3. Belair grounds this slowly to the second baseman. They have to go to first, where Belair is out. So they got the tag on as well. It's hard to tell, but it's a double play. That takes us to the bottom of the 6th inning. We're tied, it's 12-10. After video review, it was a tag at second for the double play. The bottom of the 6th, 12-10, Phinz lead. Nia Galella takes strike 1 from Jericho Tate. Galella, Singleton was caught stealing as a pinch hitter in the 4th. The 0-1 pitch bounces in the dirt. Galella powers this on a hop to the second baseman, and Palco gets it over. It's ball 1 to Riley Bocchini. Siesta Key looking for a big-time upset over the first-seeded Bradenton Slice. This ball lifted high to right, and that ball is off the top of the wall. Bocchini, a stand-up double, and that brings the tying run up to the plate. Allie Serrett had a bunt single and a run in the second, grounded to second in the third, was walked and scored in the fifth. That's a strike. This ball skied above the circle. The first baseman, Miller. She calls for the ball, makes this catch. 2 outs in the bottom of the sixth, and the Slice running out of time. Running out of outs to work with. Callie Chapman comes up. 5th time to the plate. She's 1 for 3 with a run and a walk. Also stole a bag. That one yanked foul. Callie Chapman, the freshman from Houston, Texas. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes to her. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Inning over. A double gets a runner in scoring position. She's left on. And the Phinz lead it 12-10 as we head to the 7th inning. Top of the 7th, Siesta Key sends Emma Mansfield, Lily Palco, and Taya Charlton up, hoping to add some insurance to their 2-run advantage. This would be quite the showing for the Phinz, who lost their last 7 games of the regular season, to beat the Loggerheads in the second round and perhaps upset the first-seeded Slice. In the bottom of the 7th, Bradenton, with their season in the balance, will send Brantley Wortham, Anna Gore, and Chloe Kramer. This one up the middle, base hit. But the Phinz offense is not done yet. Emma Mansfield has her third hit. What a game she has had. 3 for 4 with a home run, a sac fly. Stolen base, too. Lily Palco, the second baseman, who is the only Finn to not have a hit today. She's 0 for 4. Well, she has a high chopping ball to the second baseman. Shovel to second for 1. That's all they'll get. In fact, they'll throw it away. And they're trying to say that there was some interference by the runner. After video review, it is a double play. The runner collided with the throw of the shortstop, Sarrett. Tara Charlton is up. A huge call there. But Taya Charlton is up. She has been tricky out today. 4 for 4 with 2 home runs and 5 runs batted in. Also, stole 2 bases. Why not? Swing and a miss. Three balls, 1 strike. Three 1 pitch. Charlton fouls it off. Payoff pitch. Charlton strikes out and the inning is over. Say 1, 2, 3, 7th. And we will go to the home half. Slice will send Wortham, Gore, Kramer up with the season on the line. Phinz lead it 12-10. It's now or never for the Bradenton Slice. The first seed in the Florida Gulf Coast League playoffs is down 12-10 in the bottom of the 7th inning. Siesta Key hoping for the upset. Jericho Tate in the circle facing Brantley Wortham, who is 1 for 2 with 2 walks. Wortham still in the portal. She takes a strike on the inner half from UAB, the last spring. Wortham chases, strike 2. Tate hoping to take the Phinz to the quarterfinals. To the semifinals, rather. This is the quarterfinals. One, two. Wortham goes down looking. Tate freezes her. Her second strikeout. And it brings up Anna Gore. The winner will play on this field against the Queens at 2:30. Ball 2. Chloe Kramer is on deck for the slice. Strike called. The Phinz, a team that lost their last 7 games coming into the postseason. It's ball 3. Can they hold on to this one against the Slice? A team that beat them 17-6 on Tuesday. 3-1. That one is fouled out of play. Here comes the payoff. Gore to right. Caught on the line by Charlton. Bradenton down to its final out. Chloe Kramer with the season on the line. It's a strike. Kramer from Indian River. Tate rocks and deals. She swings and misses. Oh, 2 pitch. Partial swing. Oh my. Ball 1. Two outs in the bottom of the 7th in a 2-run game. 1-2 the count to Kramer. The pitch on its way. Kramer strikes out. The Phinz knock off the 1 seed, and they swim on to the semis. Jericho Tate comes through and slams the door on the slice. 12-10 the final. A game that had 3 lead changes. A game that was all offense for much of it until Jericho Tate came in and dished out scoreless 6th and 7ths for Siesta Key. Bradenton, an awesome season comes to an end. They went 14-2 in the regular season. Won 14 of their 16 games, got the 1 seed, had so many great moments. Got the double bye, but Siesta Key, who knocked off Sarasota, the Loggerheads, yesterday, has now beaten the 1-seeded Bradenton Slice, and now they'll face the Cinderella of the bracket, the DeSoto Queens, the 12 seed, who have somehow won 3 games and gotten into the semis. That game will be played at 2:30 on this very field. But as far as our coverage of this quarterfinals game, that's it. 12-10 the final. The Phinz, they win it.